YouTube, how you doing? How y'all doing? Money can't unlame you from Madagascar. Now, I do agree that like there's a lot of successful people with money, like you know what I mean, that are still fucking losers, still pieces of shit. You know what I mean? But I mean, it doesn't matter how much money doesn't having the more money you have, I feel like the more you become yourself, like the more your true self gets exposed. You know what I mean? Money doesn't make you evil. It brings whatever is inside you out more. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm talking like some, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Let's see what's going on with this video, man.
One thing I've noticed over time as social media has become a more common way to make money is that a lot of dudes that you would consider rich are just lame as shit. And the reason I say that is because I feel like before the internet, what you would have to go through to obtain any sort of impressive level of wealth would mold you as a person to not act like the people who didn't go through that shit, which is the people who got rich off the internet. Back then, if you wanted to get rich, you had to be
I think people in general who blow up and take off, like the reason why people fall off and like they come off as like a piece of shit and stuff is because they were never prepared for the success. So when they got to the success, it got to their head, their egos got bigger, and it revealed a more, like I said, money makes you more of who you are. You know what I mean? Like there's, you know what I mean? Like
patient. You had to be humble. You had to know when to be a bitch and when to not be a bitch. You had to learn to take bullshit from someone who's above you solely because someone said they're above you. And going through that for an extended period of time and coming out on top and obtaining success, that experience usually turns someone into a very balanced and secure individual. Because even though they might have success within their career, they know what it's like to not be that guy. They know what it's like to be on the bottom and have to work for you.
But some people forget. Some people also just forget where they come from. You know what I mean? So,
years and years and get to the top, which usually creates a good balance between self-confidence and respect for other people. But now let's fast forward to today, okay? The age of the internet, the idea of patience is completely out the window. Not only is everyone's attention span and dopamine just absolutely fried, but there are also a million different avenues that you can go down to get rich quick.
People are like we live in a society today that relies on instant gratification. Not relies, but that can easily give us instant gratification. We can order on DoorDash. We could do all these things and stuff, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. When you rely on the instant success, the instant gratification, bruh, you never last long term because you don't know how to keep it. But delayed gratification is always better because you learn throughout your journey, you become a better version of yourself, and then when the time comes, you are prepared for the success.
You don't have to wait. You don't have to be the bitch on the bottom for years on end. As a matter of fact, you don't even have a boss. And on top of that, luck is a much bigger factor when it comes to this. And basically, all I'm trying to say is that you do not need to wait and be a bitch and put your head down if you want to get rich on the internet. All you have to do is do your research and execute whatever plan you make properly. And while doing that is not easy by any means, don't get me wrong, it still takes out the factor of waiting, of being the guy at the bottom and having to be a bitch. So instead of gaining the personality traits and the characteristics of the average wealthy man in America who also happens to be like 45, these 19, 20-year-old kids are only getting the confidence boost that comes with making a lot of money. They are not gaining any of the knowledge or lessons learned from years of hard work building up to a certain point. Because social media is a sort of rare kind of path, they see themselves as special, they see themselves as cool, and they lack the empathy of seeing other people who are quote-unquote normal, and they forget the fact that they used to be fucking normal because they never went through the trials and tribulations.
They didn't go through the hard times, bro. They got, you know, they probably posted a video, it blew up, and then, you know, I don't know, man.
The time that it takes to become successful like the average rich person in America. So instead of having all of these characteristics of humbleness, of secureness, of self-confidence, they just see this money as a way to think that they are better and gloat and brag and pretty much just shit on people who are below them. Like, just think about how many times you've been scrolling on TikTok and all of a sudden some fucking loser in a Ferrari is just verbally assaulting you through the camera because you don't make 6 figures a month. And then,
bruh, let me tell y'all something, bruh. Just because you got money, that doesn't make you a fucking, I don't know. You could still be a loser, bro. Like, like,
and they proceed to show you their OnlyFans girlfriend and tell you to buy their course. Chances are you've probably seen like 10 different clones of that sort of archetype, which goes back to my
yeah.
original point. A lot of rich people nowadays are lame as shit because their growth was so much more exponential, because they had to be the guy at the bottom for a much littler amount of time. They don't know how to handle the confidence that comes with making a lot of money at a young age. And that has resulted in
Hey, there's something wrong with materialistic things, bro. If you want to get yourself a Lambo or whatever, bro, I do your thing, but like, just don't make it your whole personality. You know what I mean? Like, don't make it your whole like, you know what I mean? Like when I see a Lambo on my driveway, I'm like, damn, like this is like a trophy. Like I earned this. I've been working hard, and because I've been working hard for so long, now that I got the success, I'm happy. I'm grateful that I get to drive nice cars like this. You know what I mean? That's how I think of it. Instead of thinking like, damn, I'm better than all these niggas. All you niggas are losers. You don't make six figures. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, bro, you're a loser, bro.
what I like
You know
to
what I mean?
call
Like,
the lame rich guy epidemic, where it's exactly what it sounds like. We have a bunch of fucking rich guys on the internet who are just lame as shit. Like, you
bro,
guys know
who the
Sam
fuck are these
Millsap,
people?
the ex-OnlyFans creator who praises Jesus and flexes his supercars and sells a course? First of all, that guy's a scammer. He got exposed for being a fraud. But dude, just scroll through this guy.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people do fake their success. A lot of people do that, bro. They rent cars. They do that. They don't make as much money as you think that they do. Like they fake their they're just fake people, bro.
Instagram and watch his videos and tell me he's just not the lamest rich guy ever, okay?
Oh my god,
Like,
bro.
the entire coolness part of being successful and obtaining a lot of money, it goes out the window when you post shit like this.
If you're 18 plus, all right, and you're still talking about two-mans and drinking and smoking and, you know,
Nigga, I smoke every day, bro, and I'm still happier than you rich fuck. Okay? So shut your dumb ass up with them fat ass fucking glasses.
gooning and reels and all these kinds of things.
There are niggas that goon 3 times more than you do, motherfucker, and they make more money than you, and they're happy with themselves. You know what I mean? So please shut the fuck up.
You seriously need help, man.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god. God forbid an 18-year-old does all the things that 18-year-olds do. Because I'm so special and I'm so rich and I drive supercars. Because these guys who are doing all the normal people shit, you know, the stuff that I used to do like a few fucking years ago back before I had money, you guys are losers. You guys need to lock the fuck in because I drive supercars. Do you see what I'm talking about? This dude's a
they make the materialistic thing like that. That's their whole identity, bro. They make money their whole identity, bro. When you should naturally, I think of it. I think in a way where it's like the law of attraction. Like I attract success not just financially, but in all aspects in life. Not because I'm better than everybody, but because I'm striving to become a better version of myself. And as long as I have a vision of where I want to go to and I'm putting in the work, I will get there. It might take time. It might take years. It might take, you know, you might have to make some sacrifices here and there. But at the end of the day, I'm also having fun. You know what I mean? If I need to chill, I'll chill. I mean, I'm not perfect, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. These people are trying to be perfect.
fucking lame.
You seriously need help. One, it is all those things morally wrong. Morally wrong.
This guy literally used to sell dick pics on OnlyFans.
Two, you have a future family to prepare for, okay? One of the first commandments God gave was go and multiply the earth, right? Be fruitful and multiply, which means your job as a man is to protect and
Yeah, but you're a bad tree that bears bad fruit, bro. That's what you is, though, bro. Like, you forgot about that. There's different kinds of trees. There's good trees, bad trees. You're just the bad kind, obviously, dude.
provide. And you're sitting here as a grown legal adult talking about stuff that poisons your soul, rots your brain, and distracts you from the divine purpose God gave you when he put you on this earth.
Dude.
To buy a Lamborghini, bro. God gave me the fucking destiny, bro. God gave me the blessing. God gave me the vision to work for a Lamborghini. That's it. Just Lamborghinis, bro. Corvettes and fat houses, bro. Which is fine if you want a fat house or a fat car, nice car, whatever it is. I don't give a shit what you want. But don't make it your whole identity, bro.
This might be a hot take, but I don't think a couple of two-mans and a few gooning sessions is gonna ruin your chances of
No, it's
finding a wife
not.
and making a family.
Let me tell you guys something, bro. Like, most people who are like Kanye, like, you ever notice that people like these rappers, these content creators, they're super successful, but are they perfect? No. Some of them smoke weed. Some of them believe in Satan. Some of them, you know what I mean, hate black people, but they're still successful. You know what I mean? Like, I like it's like you believe what you are. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What he believes is that he believes that he's better than other people because he has more money. Like, that's what he believes. You know what I mean? He believes that he's that person. The person that guy is who he believed himself to be before he even got there. You know what I mean? You have to see the vision first and then work towards it, right?
Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know, but I do feel like it's kind of,
But like, the only way gooning and smoking weed and getting drunk would fuck up your success is you believing that it is getting in the way of your success. I don't believe me smoking a blunt, you know what I mean, before every video is gonna fucking hurt. I'm chilling, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm not gonna, you know, like you know what I mean?
extreme and weird to ridicule someone for doing something that everyone just naturally has interest in. Okay, I don't think anyone
These
doesn't
niggas
have
are
a sex
weird.
drive. All right, I don't think anyone isn't somewhat interested in drinking alcohol at least once in their life.
So I'm here to tell you right now.
It's a fucking cult. Like, people who watch these people and believe them and agree with them, like, y'all in a cult. This nigga is a cult leader. He's this literally a fucking cult. This red pill, you know, like that's a cult. It's all one big fucking cult, bruh. I'm not a part of that shit, bro.
Delete every single social media app off your phone, cut off those bad friends, learn your mission, focus on your goal, and put all of your work towards that. Trust me.
Dude, I totally agree with what he's saying. I really do, but you can have a couple of drinks, okay? You can bang.
I agree with you. Hey, I've deleted social media apps off my phone. I don't have TikTok. I don't have Snapchat. I don't use those. I don't even use Twitter, but I have it. You know what I mean? But you just gotta learn to prioritize your focus.
Couple of frat groupies, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm not even encouraging this behavior too, If you don't want to do all of that, that's totally
then
fine.
don't do it. Yeah, you don't have to. It's, if you feel like you have to, do it. And if it helps you, good. If you do it and it makes things worse, then stop doing it. It's just that simple. Give it a try, but don't fucking... I mean, me deleting TikTok helped me be more productive. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna keep it deleted. You know what I mean?
To come on social media and to shit on other people for doing it like you're above them because you made some internet money and because you drive some supercars, that's lame as shit. That is so lame.
A lot of these people are even...
Why are you worrying about what people who are below you are doing? Who the fuck cares? You made it, bro. Why? Who? You know what I'm saying? Another guy who just absolutely loves doing this is DiMaggio Voss. This guy right here. He has about...
I've never seen these people, by the way.
400K on Instagram, and his entire personality is pretty much just like the last video we saw. It's just about him being young, making a lot of money. I'm so cool. I'm so different. Look at me.
Look, grown people, bro. How are you a grown man getting dressed, putting on a whole costume to go get some recycled kitty, bro? Like, how are y'all doing that, bro?
Oh my god, bro.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass.
Shut your dumb ass up, bro.
My god, dude, I'm so rich and successful. I couldn't imagine dressing up for Halloween, the holiday that you fucking dress up in costumes for. I couldn't imagine going to a Halloween party and getting drunk as a grown man because I'm just so fucking successful and stoic. And look at... Shut up. Just shut up. You're a fucking loser. Look at yourself.
Like, dude, how are you a grown man?
Why is this nigga worried about a bunch of fucking people in Halloween costumes, bruh? Why the fuck is you worried about... I'm not worried about nobody else except for myself. That you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I mean, that's not true. I mean, but like, my number one focus is myself. You know what I mean? I don't need, if I feel like I need to go out and have fun, then then I'll go do that. I don't need to like lock myself in my room and just, you know what I mean? And just grind all day. You gotta grind. If you're not grinding, you don't want it hard enough. You know, like, nigga, yes, you should grind. Yes, you should work hard. You should try and be productive. You know what I mean? Yes, but you don't gotta do it 24/7, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and like, oh, yep, my parents are working a job they don't like, and you get what I'm saying, and I'm not where I need to be in life, but I'm gonna go put a costume on just to get some girls who are gonna go and smash another guy a day later. Like, bro, how do you feel content with yourself?
damn, do you hate women too, nigga? Like, goddamn.
At 19,
What
and
did
I
they
still
do to
feel like
you?
there's nothing to party about.
What, like,
Do you see how
what the fuck?
it's so corny?
You dudes are putting on costumes, clown costumes. You are the clown, bro. Like, what are you doing? You're putting your.
Why are you so obsessed with clown? I'm buying a new soundboard, y'all. I'm dead ass serious. Like I was saying, why are you so worried about clowns, bro? Why are you so worried about clowns then, nigga? You're dressing like clowns. Look at these people. I'm so better than them. Oh my gosh. I stayed up every night. I take ashwagandha. Nigga, we don't care, bro. We don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm more of a man than you'll ever be without the money. Did y'all ever think, you know what I mean? Like,
putting on clown
what are you
costumes.
without that
Like, how are
money?
you doing that? Like, this is y'all's competition, bro.
This is your guys' competition. And meanwhile, he's talking about a bunch of frat guys in Halloween costumes who don't give a shit about his existence, dude. Not everyone is competing against you. Like, this guy is a prime example of the money does not unlame you, okay? Remember how I said all these internet money guys, they see the money as a way to put themselves above people because they don't have a boss and they don't have the experience of years and years of being below someone. That is definitely taking place with this guy right now, but what is also—
And I'm so glad that I'm going through that shit. You know, I've been going through that shit too. I'm going through that shit right now. I've been going through that shit for years, bruh. Man, that's just a part of the process, man. You just got to take it one step at a time, have fun with it. You know what I mean? If you feel like you need to take a day off every here and there, every once in a while, yeah, do that. It's not going to hurt your success, bro. You're fine. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like I like making YouTube videos, so I always like to be consistent with posting. You know what I mean? I just like that. It's not because I need to blow up soon. It's not like that. It's not like an urgency, but it's like I naturally just like making videos, but I'm not in a rush to post a million videos. You know what I mean?
Also taking place is like the common trope of the loser who gets like success. Like, you guys know the whole "don't worry babe, he's just a nerd, 15 years later, beat it bitch" meme, where it's like the black dude, babe, he's
Hey, bruh. Nah, this shit is stupid, bruh. This shit is so corny, bruh. And look, there might be some truth to this meme. You know what I mean? There might be some truth to it. But like in like 99% of people's lives, and 99% of people's cases, you're not dealing with no why? What the like, not all girls pick thugs, bro. This is kind of misogyny because you know what I mean? Why do all the girls pick thugs? Like I've never seen a nigga dress up having tattoos in fucking in middle school, high school, bro. Never, bro. And if I have, they wasn't wearing they was wearing a fucking shirt. They didn't have, you know what I mean? And a lot of the times when you do see these guys like this, and you know what I mean, like they're usually corny themselves, but it's like when the fuck do you like? I don't know, bruh. This shit is just weird.
It's just
bruh.
a nerd. 15 years later, beat it, bitch meme, where it's like
Beat
the
it,
black dude
bitch.
is a nerd and he's like rich in the future. This guy,
You know how misogynistic that fucking looks, though? Like, why do they always pick thugs? Like, no nerd is worried about no fucking bad bitch in high school, bro. He's worried about the books, nigga. Shut up.
He's literally like the human embodiment of that. You see this Eugene ass motherfucker right here? This is
Eugene.
that guy. That is him. And right now he's in the phase of his life where he has the money and he's successful and all that shit. And all these cornball ass videos he's making is his way of just saying beat it, chick. Because I am willing to put
Oh, I thought it said beat it, bitch. I was gonna say.
money on the fact that this guy, before social media, before the money, he was a loser, okay? And I don't mean that like, oh, he was broke, he was a bum. I bet you he just didn't do much shit. He didn't have a lot of friends, didn't talk to a lot of girls. You know, he wasn't one of the popular kids.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and then he ends up getting all this money, all this shit that everyone wants, and all this materialistic. Okay,
Nigga still look
and then
like a
he ends up
bitch,
getting
bro.
all-
Look at this nigga, bro. CEO. I didn't even notice that. Hey, bro, this meme is so stupid, bro. Who the fuck made this shit, bro? I know Andrew Tate will relate to this shit. I know he fucking would.
all
I
this
know.
money, all this shit that everyone wants, and all this materialistic shit. And now he sees himself as better, and I'm so cool. And going back to the whole like confidence boost thing from the money, that's all getting to his head, and he's making these cornball ass videos
The money is just making him more of who he
because
is.
in his cornball lame ass mind, he thinks that that's hard. He thinks those videos are cool and it's making people feel some sort of way. When in reality, he was just a loser and didn't have the social cues and skills to pick up on like, yeah, this shit's not it.
Hey, look. We've all done some corny shit before. We've all done some corny shit. We've all been embarrassed. We've all lost. We've all failed. Okay? We all go through the same emotions, right? We might not have the same experiences, though. You know what I mean? Some people do have it worse than others. But that doesn't mean when you get to a certain level, you forget that you had all those issues back then. Like, no, like that's not how that works. Like, your issues always carry with you, bro. It doesn't like.
And
Oh
he
my
still
gosh.
posted it, and that's what I think the trope is, right? That's why I think this guy used to be a loser. Now back to the whole thing about the trope, right? The reason why I think a lot of losers in high school tend to do social media or try or high achievers when it comes to getting money, it's because of that exact reason. They were losers. They didn't like who they were as a person. I am a prime example, okay? I didn't really enjoy my life, and that's why maybe that's why
Same
I want to
thing.
do social media my entire life.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but part of the reason that really
But like the difference between him, me, and these type of weirdos is like we don't obsess over materialistic shit. We know that regardless of how much money we make, we're still the same person. I mean, that's not true, but I mean, kind of true. You know what I mean? But it's like you gotta learn how to deal with your own issues. You gotta, you know what I mean. You just making money is cool. You know what I mean? But there's no point in me making money if I didn't learn anything. Like, if I don't know how to use my money, there's no point in having it. You know what I mean? That's just how I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking this
made
shit.
me do the push to actually pursue social media for a career and do all of this was because I was in an unhappy state of my life. But the difference between me and this guy, because I make pretty good money, I don't make fucking 100K a month like this dude. I assume I don't drive supercars. But the difference between me and him is that regardless of me doing better than most people my age, I'm not fucking on here talking about, oh my god, you guys are having fun. Fuck you. Go take a cold shower and read.
The thing is that this nigga right here, Sadagascar, he was never a loser in his life. He was always this chill guy. He was always this guy. I don't know him personally, but I'm just going off this video. He was always this chill guy. He was never a loser. This nigga, that light skin is not part of the community. By the way, as a fellow light skin myself, we do not accept that nigga. He is a cornball. He's a loser. You know what I mean? That's the thing though. He's a loser and he's not. That's why he's succeeding in shit. My bad.
Rich dad, poor dad. Like, no, dude. Go live your life. I don't care what you do. I'm doing me. I'm doing you. I wish you the best. I hope you figure out your shit, but I'm not gonna rip on you for that. I'm not gonna.
You're not grinding. You're not working hard. You're talking to girls. You're getting in a relationship. You're moving in with your girlfriend. And that's how these weirdos think, bro. Deadass. It's like, bro. These people are just an example of people who never grow out of being a loser.
Insult you
Like,
and make
it's-
videos complaining about it, especially when I used to do. I still fucking do it. I still get blackout drunk. I still fuck random girls I meet. You know, it's like
The reason why that he's so the reason why this guy is so successful though is that like he never believed that his issues affected his path to success. You know what I mean? Like if you believe that you beating your dick every day is fucking up your chances of becoming successful, that's the reason why you're not successful. You know what I mean? You I don't look at my addictions and my problems and like, you know, like, oh, they're holding me back. I'm like, no, I only like weed does not hold me back. I do. It's not the weed's fault, it's my fault. You know what I mean? I don't know.
it's not that deep.
I don't know.
You can do both. You don't have to be this fucking God-fearing, fucking goddamn, like, disciplined ass, cold shower taking fuck who just lives in his basement doing laser therapy and like benefiting his health. You can enjoy life and still be successful. That's the entire point. And that's basically why
It's
I
a
wanted
journey.
to make this video, because
It's a
I am
fucking
so
journey.
tired of these people who aren't even untalented, because what they do is very impressive. You know, making that
Yeah.
much money at that age is very cool. But when you put other people down for not being fucking great, you know, for
Just like you. And it's oh
not
my
being the
gosh,
top
bro.
1%, it just shows that, one, your ego's through the roof, you're fucking tone deaf as shit, and you're a cornball, and you're insecure. You feel the need to put other people down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what I'm trying to say, and it shows through these guys' videos, and they don't really recognize it because they still get followers and views from other fucking losers who think those videos are cool, when in reality it's not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I also do want to say is that I don't blame them, okay? It's when an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old gets a shit ton of money, 200K, 400.
We've all been losers once in our fucking life, bro. But you gotta learn how to grow out of that shit, bro. That's just it, bro. Some people just never grow out of that fucking mentality, bro. That like loser mindset, like not like I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm grinding every day, I'm going hard. I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking like that. I'm just saying like people who just they have a bad mindset about themselves, a poor mindset. Oh, I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. And you know, like you know, your thoughts influence your mind and your actions. So, you know, when you know, one thing when I was at my lowest, one thing I learned to do was learn to be more grateful. Learn to be more grateful. Learn gratitude. I think that's the most important thing. Just be grateful that you lived another day. You know what I mean? That's how I'm just I don't know, bruh. Like you like the reason why like the place that I'm at right now in my life, I believe that I'd be at this point, and I'm happy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm happy that I'm progressing. I'm happy that I'm getting better. I'm happy that yeah, I might not get the results. Yeah, I might be broke as shit. Yeah, you know, whatever, yada yada yada. But like, I still enjoy doing this shit. You know what I mean? I'm still having fun. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And if I miss a day, I miss a day. I don't stress and like, oh, I'm never gonna make it because I didn't work. Like, no, bruh. You know what I mean?
It's not unrealistic or stupid to be like, yeah, he's probably not gonna take it well. He's gonna let the confidence get to his head. But you can, and I am very guilty of this. I have let the money get to my head in multiple instances, and you know, I've definitely gotten over that. I've succumbed that, but my whole point being is that even though there were times where I genuinely thought, yeah, I am better than most people because of the money I make and the success I had in my career, I never verbally put people down about it. You know, if anything, I would always bring people up. You know, whenever someone asks me, I get asked just about every day from fucking friends, kids in my fraternity, family, how much money do you make? How much money do you make a month? You know? And I'm not going to say it on here, and I never really say it. I say enough. Whenever people ask me how much money I make, I say enough. Because I don't like
Be
bragging
humble
about it, you know? And then this guy is just
like some people just gotta learn to be humble,
a
bro.
complete polar opposite, flexing his supercars, being like, oh,
I make $360,000 a month.
going to Halloween parties. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. But
Like, what the fuck did Halloween do to you, bro? Like, even if you don't fuck with Halloween, I didn't do shit for Halloween, but like, and bro, like, who cares, bro?
yeah. And
Let him have
that's
fun.
pretty much my thoughts, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope I educated at least one of
God
you.
damn.
Fucking my friend's calling me, so I guess I'm gonna pick him up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that is, I agree, bruh. Money can not unlame you, bruh. Like, you know, I'm a true believer that money makes you more of who you are. So the guy was always a fucking loser. The guy always felt like he needed to be successful to feel better about himself. And there's nothing wrong with that, but when you're shitting on other people and trying to boost yourself up, like, really, the people that are listening to him, they're never going to be successful. I'm just going to be honest, because he's belittling them. They're being belittled. They're believing that they're not good enough. They're not working hard enough. They're not doing all these things. Oh, I went on a party. I'm not good enough. You see what's going on? He's not helping these people. He's just shitting on them. So I agree with that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I hope I never end up like that. You know what I mean? But what do y'all think down in the comments down below? Am I yapping? Am I just chatting? But anyways, I hope y'all have a good breakfast, a good dinner, and good night. I love y'all, man. Peace.